Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. So my name is EdieAnne and I want to talk to you today about Facebook parties. I get a lot of questions. I have a lot of videos out there, so if you've not watched them, you might want to go back and do a search on my channel for Facebook parties. But I just kind of wanted to address some questions that people have in regards to how to run them, what they should do, kind of some of the basics that get overlooked when we're trying to do a Facebook party. Now, if you are a Scentsy consultant and you belong to our Facebook party consultant group, there are files and pictures that you can search through, so don't forget to do that. Also look at the pinned post. Now, if you're not a Scentsy consultant, all of this stuff is still going to make sense, so don't worry about it. The biggest thing that I want to make sure that everyone, and I'm going to kind of look because somebody had made a post of questions that I thought were pretty relevant to some of the things that get overlooked. So I want to make sure that I address them. So one of the things that I always stress, and this is probably the best tip that I can get, and that is to give, and that is to make sure that you are hostess coaching a lot. You want to make sure that the hostess understands everything that you're going to be doing that evening so that she's not surprised by things. You also want to make sure that she's personally inviting all the guests. That is so important, and I don't think people realize how important that is. I don't want to get an invite from somebody who has not personally reached out to me to attend a party. I just probably won't go because I don't feel special enough to be connected with to say, hey, you know what, Edie, I want you at my party. If you're just going to send me a Facebook invite, I'm probably not going to go because to me that's not very personal, and I'm feeling like the other 450 people that you send an invite to, right? So we want to make sure that we are personally inviting every single guest. Okay, so that's going to make it really hard to invite over 100 people because it's going to be very difficult for the hostess to go out and send 100 individual private messages or texts or emails, okay? So make sure that the hostess understands that. It's extremely important to do personal invites, and I want to make sure that I stress that again, okay? The other thing is that as Facebook makes changes to its preferences on how it wants you to use Facebook for personal reasons or for business or that sort of thing, it's going to benefit you to learn to do your Facebook parties via a fan page on Facebook, okay? Reason being is that that's where Facebook wants us to do business, okay? If you try to do Facebook parties within a group, you can do that. I'm not saying you can't. Matter of fact, I'm not saying that you can't do anything. I'm suggesting and making suggestions so that it might be easier to run your business, to run your parties, and also to help you stay out of what we call Facebook jail, where they're going to potentially block you from doing certain things, okay? Or shut your page down. And we don't want any of that. So we want to make sure that you are you know, there's nothing that I honestly believe that having your Facebook parties on your event, on your fan page, is kind of a benefit. Understanding that not everybody's, even though it's public, you're not going to get everybody to see it anyway. And so the likeliness of you getting gobs of people that don't belong in that party is probably pretty unlikely. So doing it from your fan page is also beneficial because you can utilize your albums on your fan page to do product reveals, or you know, instead of having to upload those types of pictures into your party, you can actually post just the link to the album on your fan page, right? So that can help you limit some of the posts that you would be putting that could potentially put you in Facebook jail. I also find that it allows people to go into those albums and leave comments that you can search for, you can look for, not necessarily search for, but you can look for. And it's right there on your fan page, which will also entice others to see those albums, even if they're not in that party. So that's kind of neat too. Okay. So some of the things that are being asked, yes, there's an outline that you can utilize to do your Facebook parties. I am now revamping a new one. And I'm telling people, you know what, make it your own. There's an outline. You can find outlines everywhere. If you're a Scentsy consultant, I'm going to be uploading a new one in that group soon. But basically, you know, one of the tricks of the trade that I'm learning now is that, let's say you have videos of your product, and I'm talking short videos. You don't want long videos in your parties because you're going to lose people. They're not going to watch the whole thing. So we're talking about a minute or two, maximum 5 minutes. That's kind of long too. But if you post let's say you post a link to the video of a product, and then in the comments, you can be posting pictures of that particular product in use in different ways. You can be commenting about the product on how you use it. And so therefore, it's kind of eliminating multiple posts. You know where you're going to find information on a particular product if you have one post that says laundry care. And then underneath it, you can talk about the products and show the products all in that post under the comments, in the comments, okay? So that's just something that I've been doing lately that I think is pretty advantageous. And with Scentsy, it's pretty easy because our categories are all set up, right? We have Scentsy Clean, Scentsy Laundry, Scentsy Fragrance, Scentsy Home, Scentsy Kids, Scentsy Groom, and Scentsy Skin, right? So if you do a post for each of those as a highlight, and then talk about the products in the comments underneath each of those posts, you get your whole party, right? So that's kind of neat. And that's kind of how I'm doing my parties now, to cut down on posts, to make it easier to find things, to be less cluttered inside of the party event itself. So those are different things that you can do. Okay, so one of the questions here says, when you do a Facebook party, where do you have the Scentsy purchased items shipped to? Where do you have your product shipped to? And if it's shipped to each individual customer, do you send them some materials to keep your info handy? The answer is yes. When you're doing a Facebook party, you can have it done either way. You can have them order on your site, and this is other direct sales that can do this too, right? You can have them order directly from your site and have it shipped directly to them. You can also have them private message you the order so that you can actually enter the orders on the workstation, but you're going to still have to have it direct shipped to them because more than likely you don't live next to these people, which is why you're having a Facebook party and not a home party, okay? So for the most part, unless most of the guests live next to the hostess, they just don't live next to you, you can have the guest orders go to the hostess and have the hostess deliver them. You can have them ordered directly on your website, or you can have them private message you with the order. It's totally up to you, okay? If items are directly shipped to a customer, absolutely you want to follow up with a thank you card. That might include a business card, it might include a magnet, it might include a thank you gift. Whatever you do for your business and for your customers, you certainly want to do for your online party guests as well. They're still your customers, right? How do you collect payment? I've seen it online. You send them to the Facebook party link that is set up from our workstation or website. So do they just purchase from that link on the website? Okay, so here again is kind of a part two of the first question. If they order online, they're paying online and they're shipping online. If they message you with the order, then they are paying you. So it's going to be PayPal or giving your credit card information directly so that you can enter it into the workstation. Whatever. If they live next to the hostess, they can pay the hostess, and then the hostess can pay you the entire order when it goes to when you go to the workstation to enter the hostess credits. Is there a website that is free to schedule posts to the party event page? Yes, there are a few. Two that I would suggest are postmyparty.com or cinchshare.com. Those are they're scheduled post software. So that's something that you can look up and do for your party as well, okay? Key point is that Facebook does not want us to do posts any less than 3 to 5 minutes apart. So if you're going to do posts between seconds or 1 or 2 minutes apart, you are taking a risk that they're going to shut you down from making posts in a group or an event, okay? So that's why I think that it's advantageous for us to just do posts about our categories, and then in the comments, because there's no limit there, the comments we can talk about the product and show the product and do that sort of thing. I'm also going to tell you to make it as personal as possible. Doing your own videos and showing your own face and welcoming them to the group and welcoming them to the event, welcoming them to the party is a very important piece. They want to see you. People buy from people they trust. They need to see you. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to be posting your own videos. You need to be saying hello. You need to be saying thank you. It is extremely important. You'd be doing that at a home party. Why aren't you doing it in a Facebook party, right? So you want to be doing that. So I guess I wanted to come to you very quickly and kind of go, well, not quickly, it's about 12 minutes in, give you some insight to Facebook parties. And I want to leave you with this. Don't overthink it. Don't let it scare you. It is no different than a home party. It truly is not different than a home party. You don't want to be posting more than 3 to 5 minutes apart anyway, so it's not like you're having to post. It used to be like that. We used to do that a little bit. The original outline that we had created was probably 2 minutes apart, and so we've changed it a little bit, and it's easier now. So you're doing a catalog walk on a Facebook page. Type about the product. Talk about a product that you love. Talk about your Scentsy career and the opportunity, and talk about hosting, and talk about all the things. Make it as much of a home party as you possibly can. Whatever you do at a home party, do it on a Facebook party, okay, or on a virtual party. And make it as comfortable for your guests as possible. And the best way to do that is just show your face, okay? Have fun with virtual parties. There's all kinds of new stuff coming out. We've got Facebook Live that will allow you to do Facebook parties. We can do Zoom virtual parties. We can do Google Hangout virtual parties. We can do Periscope virtual parties. There's so much technology now that there is absolutely no excuse why you're not bringing your Scentsy parties or your direct sales parties online. Do it. It's fun. It's lucrative. You're opening your business up to a huge market of people that won't ever get to meet you in person probably. So do it. Have fun with it. Don't stress over it. And if you're fearful to take the first step, just take the first step. All right, guys? Mwah. Have fun. Bye.